In today's winter diary on the Daily Connoisseur, I'm doing some deep cleaning, sharing a new book haul, a delicious way to enjoy oatmeal, and more. Good morning, everyone. Jennifer here, and welcome back. I often enjoy oatmeal for breakfast in the winter months. I just place 1 cup of old-fashioned oats in the Instant Pot with 3 cups of water, and I cook it on high pressure for 3 minutes. This is the easiest way for me to make it, and it comes out creamy every single time. The fun thing about oatmeal is choosing how you will top it. Today I'm adding a splash of whole milk, some coconut granola, and a berry compote I made from some berries in the fridge. When my berries are a little soft and on their last day, I'll cook them on the stove with some lemon juice and a spoonful of sugar. I might thicken them a little with a teaspoon of cornstarch too, and this makes the most delicious berry compote for oatmeal. Hi everyone, I wanted to do a little book haul for you because I went to Barnes & Noble and I got some new books, and I thought that while I was doing that I would tell you about my guilty pleasure books that I've never talked about on the channel. But first I wanted to thank all of you for your kind messages. I had pneumonia over Christmas break and I'm just on the recovery process, and everyone's just been so nice, and I'm really appreciating all your messages. So I did a lot of reading when I was on break because, I was in bed all the whole time. And it got me thinking about my guilty pleasure reads and how I've never really talked about them with you before. So I'm a big reader. I read a lot. I'm always reading a fiction book, a nonfiction book, and I'm always listening to an audiobook all at the same time. So for example, right now I'm reading a fiction book by Frida McFadden called The Inmate. This is my fiction. Nonfiction book, I'm reading that Emily Dickinson biography about her family that I never finished last year, so I went back to that. And then on audiobook, I'm reading or listening to A Court of Thorns and Roses because everyone is talking about that book. So anyway, so I'm a big reader. I read a lot of books. And so I just vary things and I go through phases, but I love mysteries. I always have. It's like my genre, okay? So that's the context. But my guilty pleasure reads are by Frida McFadden, and I've read so many of her books, not all of them. I'm still, I have a few left that I haven't read yet, but basically it all started when I read The Housemaid. That was the first book of hers that I read. And since then, of course, I've read the other 2 in the series, but Frida McFadden's books there's something special about them. I mean, people criticize them as like a popcorn thriller, kind of like a Cheap Thrills type thriller. I can see that, but there's something about her writing that pulls you into each character, and she does twists. Like, she's got twists in every book, and you don't see them coming. When you think you do, you just don't. It's that type of book. They're page turners. I don't know how else to say it. And so they are my guilty pleasure reads. So I hesitate to recommend books on the channel because I get messages from people saying that they're disappointed in me that I'm reading X, Y, and Z, which I think is wild because it's like we're all adults, So read the descriptions before you buy them. And if it's not something that you think you're going to like, a lot of immoral things happen in these books because they're mysteries. So I just wanted to say that. But I did want to share that those books they're page turners. So if you're looking for thrillers, those are good. So anyway, I've read all those, but my book haul from Barnes & Noble was, I got 2 more Frida McFaddens. So I'm reading The Inmate right now, and then I'm going to read The Coworker at some point as well. And then I also like the author Riley Sager. I read The Only One Left this fall, and that one was really good. So I bought another book from him. It's called The House Across the Lake. He has a newer book out about a train, and it sounds kind of like the Orient Express. I think when I went to Barnes & Noble, they might have had it actually. It was probably on a display and I missed it. But anyway, I got this older one of his called The House Across the Lake, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I haven't read any of these books yet. I just bought them. I wanted to share my haul with you, but I do just love a good thriller. I love a page turner, and I wanted to share that. So if you have any book recommendations, I would love to read about them in the comments down below. So I've been recovering well, and one of the ways that I plan to maintain my health in 2025 is of course through supplements. So I'm going to share the Grûns with you because they've sponsored today's video and I absolutely love their gummies. So the Grûns are a convenient, comprehensive formula packed into 8 gummies a day. They're not a multivitamin, a greens gummy, or a probiotic. They're all of those things and then some at a fraction of the price. And here's a bonus, they taste great. 8 gummies are included within each daily snack pack because you can't fit the amount of nutrients that they do into just one gummy. They have 20 plus vitamins and minerals and 60 plus whole food ingredients. There's no artificial colors or flavors, but they are still so tasty. They taste like a fruit snack. They are vegan, nut-free, gluten-free, and dairy-free, and you can either get the low sugar or the sugar-free option. They have health, beauty, energy, immunity, recovery, and cognition benefits. I just love that you're getting your nutrition in, and it tastes like a fun treat. Start your new year off right and get up to 52% off when you click my link. This is my happy place where bougainvillea meets French lavender, meets roses, meets lemons. That's from our lemon tree. It's just so beautiful. I love coming out here every morning. And also this is the dead of winter, so it's still so abundant. So pretty. I use the self-cleaning feature on our oven overnight, and it's the next morning, so I need to wipe it down. I'm still in my pajamas when I'm doing this, so it's just one of those mornings. Whenever I do the self-cleaning option, the oven is covered in ash when it finishes, so I just wet an e-cloth and I get to wiping it down. This part is pretty easy. I'm just wiping all the surfaces and taking out the oven racks to wipe those as well. When I got to the bottom of the oven, I found a lot of deep scratches that I did not know were there. So that was a little concerning, but I laid down some aluminum foil at the bottom just to catch drippings if anything overflows, and I just got the oven back together. And finally, I wanted to end on a quick fajita recipe. This is a really easy dinner to put together. I'm meal prepping peppers and onions. So I've chopped these, and this is 4 bell peppers. This is 2 green, 1 yellow, 1 red. Okay, I'm meal prepping. I have 4 bell peppers here and 1 onion. And so I'm going to just kind of slowly caramelize these, and we're going to make fajitas with this, but if we don't use all of the peppers, then we're going to use this with something else too, maybe like some sausage or shrimp. That would be good. I'm just marinating some sirloin steak in here with olive oil, soy sauce, and
steak seasoning. So we'll grill this and chop it up and serve it with the peppers for the fajitas. Once the steak was cooked, we sliced it up and we served it with the sauteed peppers and onions on a toasted tortilla. It was delicious. We love these. I would have made guacamole too, but I was feeling very low energy this day, so we just kept it basic. And then there were lots of peppers and onions left over, so I was able to have those later in the week as well. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you to Grûns for sponsoring. Start your new year off right and get up to 52% off when you click my link. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Keep calm and remain classy, and I'll see you in the next video. Love, Jennifer.